Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Mad Hackers. It's me again, Jerome, live here in Davao City, and it's exactly 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and we're now down to the second to the last segment for today's virtual hackathon, the first virtual hackathon in Mindanao. And of course, this is so timely dahil ang ating segment ay usapang kape. Alam ko maraming mga maraming mga momshies, mga lolo, mga uncle natin, mga kuya, mga papa na gustong magkape sa maghapon kapag umuulan, lalo na ngayon umuulan dito sa Davao. For sure you guys are really interested of making your own coffee, creating your own flavor, and we're so honored and privileged that we have our guest today that will show us a demonstration on how to create a very delicious and napakasarap na kape, tuwing umuulan or kapag umaga or kung saan mo gusto, kapag gusto mo ng kape. So they will be introducing us their products. So our guests are the founders and the owners of Lukso, Kape, Kakao, at Espacio. So please help me welcome Cave and Jobs. Hello, Cave and Jobs.
Hi.
Hello, kamusta?
Hi.
Kamusta kayo dyan?
Okay naman. Oops, wait.
I think we need to turn off the other microphone sa isang cellphone. Ayan. So we're good? Nawala yung audio natin. Ayan. Yeah, that's way better. So meron akong tanong sa inyo bago ko kayo iwanan sa ating mga audience kayo na mahilig magkape. Kasi when you say Lukso, dito sa amin sa Davao, Lukso means jump.
Yeah.
So in your own company, kung anong sa shop nyo na to, sa coffee shop nyo na to, what is Lukso all about? Tsaka ano ba yung mission ng Lukso? Bakit siya na-build up na Lukso?
Okay, so, introduction na lang din. So, I'm Keith and
I'm Jobs, yeah.
So, Lukso is first and foremost the brand that supports local.
Mm-hmm.
We are basically a manual brew bar that goes around the Philippines to showcase the greatest potential that our local coffee and soon cacao has. So, kaya din siya Lukso kasi palukso. I'm actually from Davao din.
Okay. So, saan kayo ngayon?
Right now, so
Ngayon nasa El Nido, Palawan
nasa El Nido kami.
Oh, that's nice. So,
yun.
where's the next jumping place?
Supposedly, nasa Davao dapat kami.
Yeah.
Kasi there was an event here nga, tapos pupunta dapat kami sa Davao and magkaka-event dapat dyan. Pero dito na kami inabutan nung quarantine.
Wow, that's so nice. So, that's a big thing, no? Like, it's jumping because you're going around the Philippines and nourishing that very own coffee that we have, that beans that we have. So I will leave you for now to our fellow audience, and then I'll get back once you're done brewing your coffee, okay?
Sure.
All right, have fun.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. So, ulitin natin.
Okay, so
Good afternoon.
good afternoon everyone. Ngayon we'll be talking about coffee, Philippine context, and then
We'll be helping you brew your coffee.
yep.
Yes. So, ano ba?
So, bigyan muna kami ng time para magkwento sa inyo ng more about coffee. What is coffee and other things related to coffee. So, Kate, ano nga ba ang kape?
So, coffee, as most of us know, it is the golden cup of liquid that we drink. Usually in the morning, some in the afternoon, some at night, and most naman ay all day. Ayun, coffee in the technical sense is comes from fruit. It is a coffee cherry. It comes from a coffee tree. Tapos sa coffee cherry merong coffee beans sa loob nun. Yung beans nun ay nire-roast. Actually, pinaprocess mo na siya, tapos nire-roast siya. Tapos ginagrind, then binabrew, and out comes the cup of coffee that you drink every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun. Before we start everything else, a little kwento lang kung kung paano pumasok yung kape sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. So noong 1740, dinala ng mga Espanyol ang kape sa Lipa, Batangas. So ayun, nag-proliferate siya sa Lipa, nagkaroon tayo ng surplus ng kape, ng production ng kape, hanggang sa dinala siya sa neighboring neighborhoods, sa neighboring cities niya, sa Tanawa, sa Lemery, sa kung saan-saan sa Batangas, at pati na rin sa Cavite. Noong 1860, nagkaroon na din tayo nag-export na din tayo sa outside the country.
International. We were international and we're actually exporting really big.
Yes. Ayun. So, nung dumating yung 1880s, nagkaroon ng tinatawag nating coffee rust. Nagkaroon din ng insect infestation kung saan, ayun, nahirapan tayo sa pag-produce ng kape. Bumaba siya ng sobra-sobra hanggang sa yung remaining coffee plants na nabuhay ay dinala sa Cavite. Pero noong 1950s lang tayo nakabangon konti ulit kasi tinulungan tayo ng Americans para produce sila ng bagong species, ng bagong variety ng kape na mas resistant to that kind of infestation. So, simula noon, ayun, pumasok yung instant coffee actually ulit para, ayun, mas tumaas yung production ng coffee natin, but it has never been the same again. So, ayun, before we start the actual brewing,
before we teach you how to manually brew or make your coffee at home, bigyan nyo muna kami ng oras and we'll teach you about the coffee varieties that we have here in the Philippines. Dahil it means a lot na malaman mo to dahil may bearing, may binubro mo na kape. So, yes, we have 4 varieties here in the Philippines, and those are
Arabica, Robusta, Liberica, at Excelsa. So, if you're familiar with, Starbucks usually has Arabica coffee only. The coffee from Benguet as well is Arabica. Arabica is actually the coffee with the highest acidity, but one of the lowest na caffeine content. If you like the more complex flavors, the more fruity notes, the more berry-like notes, doon ka sa Arabica if you want to explore more about coffee.
It's good to take note na kung acidic ka or madali yung sumakit yung tiyan mo, yung sikmura mo kapag nagkakape ka, sobrang helpful na medyo bawas-bawasan, ingatan mo yung pag-inom ng Arabica coffee. Dahil since kumain ka muna or kung kahit kumain ka na tapos sumasakit pa rin yung tiyan mo, hinay muna sa Arabica. So, yun. Pero yung caffeine content niya, sakto lang.
Pwede siyang we prefer to drink it in the afternoon kasi parang chill coffee siya.
Very chill coffee and sobrang smooth lang siya. And then the next variety that
we have would be Robusta. Robusta is the coffee with the second highest caffeine content. It is focused more on the parang chocolatey notes.
Chocolate
earthy notes. Meron din kami natikman na Robusta na may fruity notes din siya. Pero usually hindi masyado nawawala talaga yung pagka-earthy niya. Ayun, tapos ito mababa yung acidity din niya. So sa mga taong may hyperacidity, may GERD, pwede ito, pero mas madali actually kapag i-cold brew mo siya. Kasi with the cold brew method, halos walang acidity kasi the hot water is what makes the acidity come out sa coffee.
So, kagaya nga rin na nasabi natin kanina, kung mahilig ka magkape tapos yun nga, may ka sa tiyan, Robusta, sobrang helpful ng Robusta para sa'yo. Actually kami, or ako, gustong alam ni Queen yan, gustong-gusto ko tuwing umaga yung Robusta na kape dahil feeling ko kulang yung umaga kapag hindi ako nakapagkape ng Robusta. So, ikaw, anong gusto mo sa Robusta actually?
Ako? Mas masaya siya inumin sa umaga.
Masaya siya inumin sa umaga. And Robusta are good.
Yes. Robusta is good as well. So, isa pa, the third coffee variety that we have is Liberica, or also known as Kapeng Barako. Ito ay ang may pinakamataas na caffeine content. Usually, on the jackfruit notes siya mataas. Tapos, kapag gusto nyong mag-explore into stronger coffee in terms of caffeine, ito yung inumin nyo. Highest caffeine content siya. Kahit kami, na parati kaming nagkakape, kapag ininom namin to, may naglalaro na sa ating.
Nararamdaman namin sa ganito namin tumitibok. As in, sobrang dami namin magkape palagi. As in, hindi na kami nagbibilang. Pero pag nag-Liberica kami, nararamdaman namin dito sa sentido namin, tumitibok siya. So, kung gusto mo ng ganong strength ng kape, try Liberica. And
100% Liberica.
yeah, last but not the least,
Last but not the least is the Excelsa, or pwede din siya sa sangan ni Liberica kasi more on the jackfruity notes din siya. Pero in comparison to Liberica, this one has the least caffeine content naman. But it would be hard to find 100% na pure Excelsa kasi mahilig siyang mag cross-pollinate. Ayun. So, ayun, recap lang, we have 4 coffee varieties na kayang-kaya mabuhay sa Pilipinas.
Actually, sobrang ganda ng bansa natin. Yung land na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas, sobrang idea niya for growing coffee at napakalaki pa ng potential ng Pilipinas pagdating sa kape. So, coffee is not just helpful for the community, which will help the farmers, lahat ng mga yan, pati yung mga kung gusto may magtayo ng coffee shop sa lugar nila, a local coffee shop, a local roaster, everything, it will benefit the community. Pero it also helps us personally. Kagaya nga ng ituturo namin sa inyo ngayon, which is brewing. Actually, for me, personal na ano ko to, na ginagawa ko. Whenever I brew coffee, ginagawa ko siyang meditation ko. So, it helps my mental health, it relaxes me. Tapos yung health benefits pa na nakukuha natin with the coffee that I'm drinking is really good.
Okay. So, before anything else pala, nakalimutan namin, sinakwento namin last time, kanina, na nung March, dumating kami dito sa El Nido, Palawan kasi meron tayong tinatawag na bar takeover. Yun yung ginagawa namin para umikot sa Pilipinas at dalhin ang good local coffee that we have to the cafes here in the Philippines. It's just that nung March,
alam naman natin lahat kung ano nangyari.
Nagkaroon tayo ng lockdown at both pinili at napilitan kaming magstay sa El Nido. At ngayon, pinili na namin nandito kami. And we met really good friends. Shout out sa mga Lick El Nido friends namin. Nandito kami actually sa kanilang roastery. Kaya ang ganda ng lugar natin dito.
Tinulungan nila kami magkaroon ng space dito. And yeah, we're working hand in hand with them. So, para paunlarin pa ang kape natin dito sa Pilipinas.
So if ever you're here in El Nido, you can visit them, Lost Island Center for Cafe or Lick El Nido. They roast really good beans as well.
You will see us.
Hindi na pa rin siguro kami by that time.
Something for you guys.
Yes. And if you need machinery, equipment to start up your coffee business, you can actually, they have, we have friends here also who sell good coffee machinery. You can like them on IG.
Yeah.
Islas Maquinas. It's at Islas Maquinas.
Just message us if you have any questions about coffee beans, coffee equipment, so that we can help you out. We can suggest things that we know to everyone.
Ayun. So,
saan na tayo ngayon? I hope everyone's having a good time. I hope ready na kayo magkape. And kung may mga tanong kayo sa Facebook Live, please take note of your question. We will be watching the comment section, and pwede kayo magtanong ng anything about coffee or kahit ano, kahit tungkol sa Lukso o kahit ano man. Mamaya, i-chat nyo yung dyan, and mamaya sasagutin natin yung mga tanong ninyo. So now, yeah. Sure. Introduce and educate yung mga waves na meron tayo sa coffee.
Okay. So, ano lang, very brief overview lang sa waves ng coffee. First, kung familiar kayo sa mga third wave cafes, third wave coffee brands na meron tayo ngayon, sumusulpot ngayon, meron tayong nauna So, meron tayong first wave kung saan nag-focus yung ating production on coffee, on the accessibility of coffee. Kaya doon sumulpot yung mga instant coffee, yung mga coffee in cans. Ayun, doon siya pumasok. That's the first wave coffee. So, it's basically getting coffee to people. Tapos, pumasok tayo sa second wave, wherein nagkaroon tayo ng coffee shops, nagkaroon tayo ng espresso machines, nagkaroon tayo ng coffee mixes.
Yeah.
Ayun. Curated drinks. Ayun. So, nag-focus tayo sa cafe experience, the customer experience as well. Not much on the coffee yet though, pero doon pumapasok ang third wave coffee. So,
Right
ayun.
now, we're
The third wave coffee focuses more on the kung saan nanggaling yung kape mo, kung saan from farm to cup.
that's the third wave coffee.
Yes. So it emphasizes the importance of traceability and sustainability as well, and the ethical sourcing of your coffee.
So pinapahalagan niya lahat ng involved doon sa value chain ng kape para malabas yung quality at saka mabigyan natin ng importansya lahat ng kasama doon sa community na yon. And right now we're seeing a lot of third wave coffee brands, no? Here in the Philippines, which is good, which is healthy. Ibig sabihin, lumalaki yung kultura ng Pilipinas sa kape.
Malalim
Oo.
pa din.
Pero third wave coffee, ang model niya talaga is ethical. It's an ethical business. Yun yung supposedly na meron dapat sa third wave coffee. Pero we encourage everyone to still be responsible consumers and kilalanin natin kung sino yung sinusuportahan natin. Kagaya nga na sinasabi ni Kate, yung ano yun sa piso.
Where you put your pesos tells a lot about you support.
Yes, so
the
kilalanin
brands
natin sila. Traceable din talaga dapat. And kasi sinusuportahan natin.
So it would be easy actually to just, message the brands that you would want to buy your coffee from, kasi most probably if you have questions, madali silang kausapin tungkol doon. Ayun.
Moving forward, so
Yun.
magkakape na ba tayo?
Oo, magkape na tayo. May nag-chat si Hakbang. Sabi niya, Lukso Kape Kakao Espacio's mission is to convince more and more cafes and businesses to serve locally grown coffee beans than getting imported ones. Hindi naman actually kami exclusive to local, hindi kami exclusive. We are a very inclusive brand. Para lang klaro, it's just that Lukso supports local lang talaga. And
kumbaga parang to tell more about what Bang said. Yun, hindi
yun yung mission.
Hindi kami lang tumitigil doon. Kumbaga, we want to support it local talaga. That's our main priority, kumbaga.
Kasi there are a lot of locally grown coffee that are branded as kunwari, sinabi nilang from Benguet yung coffee mo. But Benguet is a very, very large place. And you'd wonder kung bakit ang daming galing sa Benguet na kape when in fact very limited yung production natin doon. Possible din na yung traceability, yung pagiging traceable niya ay nawawala. So you have to be conscious about where your coffee really comes from.
Okay, so speaking of local coffee, let's now move forward to coffee extraction. Kung meron kayong pour-over set sa bahay, you can do this with me. Pero basically, hindi ko kayo tuturuan mag-pour-over. Tuturuan ko kayo about coffee extraction. So, coffee extraction is extracting the oil, fruit acids, simple sugar, and caramelized sugars of the roasted coffee beans to your cup. So, let's get our coffee beans here. So, this is, kagaya nga na sinabi namin, this coffee, it was roasted here at Lake PH, here at Lake El Nido, and we're using Gloria Estate Coffee. This is from Libona, Bukidnon. Yep. So,
this is Arabica from Libona, Bukidnon.
So, coffee extraction pala. Bago ko gawin yung papakita ko sa inyo, coffee extraction is, gagamitin natin yung water, which is the universal solvent, na meron tayo at i-extract natin yung mga compounds na laman ng roasted coffee bean. So these compounds, whenever we extract them, it is extracted in this order. It's good to take note of this kung gusto mo talaga mag-geek out, kumbaga, sa coffee. But when we extract coffee, this is the order that it's being extracted. Fats and acids, that's first. Sugars, that's second. And last is plant fibers. Ulitin ko fats and acids, sugars, plant fibers. So, to tell you more about this, fats and acids, siya yung SARS. Siya yung maasim. Sige, sabihin natin maasim na flavor ng coffee. Next is sugars, of course. Sugars, ito yung sweet part of coffee. And then last is the plant fibers, which is usually bitter. Nandito yung bitter na lasa ng kape. So gusto nga pala sabihin yung no? Kasi iniisip ng mga tao, pag bitter yung kape mo, matapang yung kape mo. Actually, hindi yun ganun.
Meron tayong bitter na, yun yung lumalabas kapag nasusunog mo yung pagkain mo. Yun, merong ganong bitter. At meron tayong bitter na tulad ng bitterness ng cacao nibs, bitterness ng dark chocolate.
Yeah.
So not all bitter is bad. Pero strength in terms of bitterness is different than from strength in terms of caffeine content.
So yun, there's a difference between a strong tasting coffee, which is really bold, highlighted yung lahat ng flavors, and that's a strong tasting coffee. And there's also a strong hitting coffee, which is yun yung caffeine content. So if you want the strongest hitting coffee, go for Liberica.
Pwede na rin actually ang Lukso.
So ulitin natin yun na hindi ibig sabihin pag mapait yung kape nyo,
magapang na siya. Maaaring nasunog siya.
Okay, for this coffee extraction, we will extract 15 grams of coffee. So, share mo sa kanila yung using full beans.
With Lukso, and actually a lot of coffee brands as well, and the home brewers that are delving towards coffee na din, we encourage you to buy a good grinder or even just to have a grinder, because it's important for coffee when you buy them at whole beans, kasi it is important na grind before brew tayo. So bago ka inom ng kape mo, i-grind mo muna tapos ilagay siya, kasi pre-ground coffee is only good for around 7 days. Or else, magsistale yung lasa niya. Yung mga, yung fruitiness, yung gases, nag-escape kasi siya. So, ayun.
I'll be using that na lang pala.
Okay.
So, I'll be using this is, by the way, guys, it's a manual grinder, which is really good. It's Kilo manual grinder.
So, for sale daw to, according to Islas Makinas.
This is an electronic electric grinder, which is a really good grinder. So, gagamit tayo ng medium grind size for this. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Chat na.
I have time.
Yeah, so this is our ground coffee.
Smells so good.
It smells really good. This is from Gloria Estate, Limona, Bukidnon. So I'm gonna prepare our pour-over dripper. So for this, we're going to use a wave filter. I will show a close-up video of this. Okay, can you?
This is me.
That's her.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Okay. Ganito?
Stay to part.
Okay.
Focus there.
Okay.
And okay. So, since we're doing pour over, I'll just share with you tips na lang talaga for using pour over. And sa lahat, always preheat and pre-wet. Always preheat and pre-wet everything that you use sa coffee. Kasi temperature plays a big role in terms of coffee extraction.
And don't forget to throw your preheating water.
But since I'm not going to brew here,
Yes.
I won't use it. Ayan. Okay, ang gagawin natin, we will extract the coffee by the minute. Ang first minute, naandoon yung fats and acids, which is the sour notes of the coffee. The second minute, naandoon yung sugars, which is the sweet part of the coffee. The third minute, it has the plant fibers, which has the bitter part of the coffee.
May any chance na amoy niyo ba yung kape?
Okay. So this. So ang gagamitin pala natin is 60 ml of water per extraction. That's 60 ml water per extraction. So maghihintay lang ako na mag 50 siya. Pag nag 50 siya, ita-transfer ko yung unang extraction per cup. Yan. So dito yung first minute, dito yung second minute, and dito yung third minute.
Hi, Sela.
Okay. Then this is the first minute coffee. Okay, next is another 60 ml. So kanina, kung napansin nyo, there's remaining 20 ml here kasi yun yung coffee grounds natin na nabasa. So itong second minute na to, nandito yung sugars ng coffee, which is the sweet part of our coffee. So I'm just gonna wait. Pag nag 1 minute and 50 seconds siya, ipo-pour ko siya doon sa pangalawang baso. Okay? Okay, here's the last minute, which contains the plant fibers. The plant fibers, ito yung bitter part of the coffee. Usually, nagiging watery na rin yung third minute. Dahil na-extract na natin yung majority ng lasa or compounds na nandun sa roasted coffee natin. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, there you go.
So, balik na tayo sa original video.
Okay, so ayun. Ulitin natin to ha. This is the first minute na video. Ay, video. This is the first minute extraction, which contains the fats and acids. Itong baso na to, I'm expecting this cup of coffee to be sour, to taste really bright. And then this second cup, yung nasa gitna, it contains the sugars, which is the sweet part of the coffee. And I'm, of course, expecting it to be sweet. And then the last part contains the plant fibers, which is bitters, and I'm expecting it to be bitter. So tikman natin siya isa-isa. I'm gonna start with the first minute is extraction. See, it's really bright. As in, kinilig yung panga ko. But it's really good. It's really good. Sobrang sarap talaga ng mga kape from Bukid. Okay. So now, I'm gonna move to the second minute, which is the sugars, and I'm expecting this to be sweet. I
More
like
of
it.
the maple.
Yeah, actually maple. You guys are familiar with maple's sweetness? Meron tong Gloria Estate na kape. Last part is the bitters part, which is the plant fibers. Oh, it's still good. Sabi ko sa inyo eh. Hindi porke bitters,
Yeah,
masama ang lasa. You can taste it if you want.
thanks.
That's the bitters.
Carry lang. Medyo watery.
Watery na siya. So, nandun nga. Sa last minute extraction, nandun yung watery at saka bitters. So, that's the basic coffee extraction. Yun yung nangyayari when we extract coffee. Pero, there is always more to that. There are many more factors that affects coffee extraction. Kagaya ng temperature, the temperature of the water you use, the temperature of where you brew your coffee, the grind size, which is can be coarse grind size, medium grind size, and then fine.
Fine grind
So,
size.
sobrang dami nun. Hindi lang yung tatlo. The pour rate, kung gaano kabilis mag-pour ng water.
And especially where it came from. Kasi the soil, the weather, the environment where the coffee was planted greatly affects how it tastes.
Yes, that's the most important factor. Kung saan nanggaling yung kape mo at kung ano yung quality ng kape mo. That is why coffee's not just coffee. It's really more of an experience. Kasi more than yung lasa na natikman mo, parang it will fill you from the aroma. So, nga pala, you can ask us how we can assure that you are, kung paano natin sisiguro na quality yung sinusuportahan na kape. If anyone wants to know, you can comment that question. We'll ask that. Okay, so that's how coffee is extracted using the pour-over method.
Shout out lang sa friends namin nanonood.
Yeah, friends, thanks for supporting us. And to everyone who's watching, magkape tayo ngayon.
Kape tayo.
Next
Maulan
is...
Ayun, so tapos na tayo with coffee extraction. Let's move on to what we can help you with sa coffee.
Mhm.
Kasi usually we find that a lot of our clients, well, a lot of our friends, a lot of our customers ask us how to brew with the French press or the coffee press. Kasi nga naman, underrated siya
Yeah.
ish
But
na
sobrang sarap
na equipment for brewing coffee. Kasi if you have a French press or a coffee press, it's this one. Kita mo siya. Wow. Ayun, it's this one. So it's, ibig sabihin kapag may French press ka, pwede ka nang bumili ng sarili mong coffee beans, tapos pwede ka na mag-manual brew at home. So right now, we will still be using the beans from Gloria Estate. So if you want to brew with me, labas nyo lang yung coffee press nyo. Kung may scale kayo, better. Kung wala, pwede na yung timer ng phone nyo. Tapos, kapag in measuring coffee grounds, heaping tablespoon of coffee is usually around 12 to 15 grams. So, 15 grams kasi usually ang ginagamit natin for a single dose of coffee. But right now, I will be using 2 doses kasi medyo malaki yung ating French press. Ano yung kape ko?
And kung meron kayong teaspoon, kung ayaw yung tablespoon, brown coffee is 15 grams din. Again, this is from Gloria Estate, Bukidnon, roasted here in Lake Elido. Lake.ph on Instagram. Check them out.
So,
Lake.Elido pala sila sa Instagram.
Lake.Elnido sila sa Instagram. If you want to taste the coffee that we're brewing right now, you can order at Lake.ph. Diretso sa website nila.
So, this is coarse grind size.
Yes. So, for the French press, suggested grind size would be coarse grind size. Kasi with extracting coffee, just like what we did a while ago, the longer the extraction, the more bitter the coffee. So, gagawin natin coarser yung grind size. para pwede tayong mahaba yung extraction time. So with the French press, full immersion yung ginagawa natin sa coffee. Ano ba yun? So right now, we will be using 91 degrees Celsius. Kasi for Arabica, we usually use 90 to 95, 96. Kung gusto nyo maging more adventurous, we use the higher temperatures for Arabica kasi nga, it has the more citrusy, pwedeng
Complex talaga yung compound.
para
Flavor to
ma-extract yung complex flavors niya. And, ayun. Pero for Robusta naman, if you're brewing Robusta, we suggest that you use around 82 to 88 degrees para lang hindi masyadong ma-release yung bitterness niya. Kasi of course, since mas mataas yung caffeine content ng Robusta, mas bitter na din siya.
Kasi if you guys don't know, may lasa ang caffeine. Caffeine is
Bitter.
to the bitter side of the coffee.
It is bitter.
It is bitter.
So, sa mga sumasabay sa akin, the first thing that we did a while ago was I preheated the vessel that will be brewing our coffee in. Kasi yung temperature affects the coffee as well, the taste of the coffee as well. So, we preheated it throughout the preheat water and then put the grounds in. So, right now, meron tayong 30 grams of coffee. Ang first natin gagawin ay on ko yung timer ko at i-bloom ko yung coffee ko. So, blooming the coffee entails wetting all of the coffee grounds and releasing the gases na meron tayo sa kape natin. Ayun, we will be doing this for 2 minutes. Tapos, kapag 30 grams, usually ang blooming volume ay times 2 the coffee ground. So right now, 60 ml siya. So we will be doing this for 2 minutes. So if you have questions.
Yeah, this is going to be long pala, no? So, let's tell them more about coffee here in the Philippines.
Ano ba?
What's your favorite coffee?
Right now? Pinaka na-miss ko yung Kapangan Benguet talaga.
Yeah, isa yun sa pinaka-gusto namin. Kapangan Benguet na kape.
Shout out kina Ate Lily.
Yeah, Lily, Ate Lily, kamusta?
Sa Benguet.
Ako naman, isa sa favorite ko talaga. Ewan ko kung bakit. Yun yung unang favorite ko na kape. Tapos hanggang ngayon, favorite ko pa rin. Sultan Kudarat.
Right now, you're craving for Sultan Kudarat. As in, right this moment.
Feeling ko, kasi tagal ko na siyang hindi natitikman eh. Kasi napaka-chocolatey ng Sultan Kudarat. So you can order that sa Lukso din. Hi guys, if you're not following Lukso on Instagram,
Yes,
please follow us. It's at lukso.ph.
And on Facebook, we are fb.com/lukso.ph.
So,
And if you have
lukso.ph
any coffee questions after this session, pwede kayong mag-chat anytime. Kaming dalawa lang din yung sumasagot doon. And
It's almost 2 minutes.
it's almost 2 minutes. So right now, I'm using 1:16 kasi na brewing ratio. So, 480 yung dulo niya. Medyo marami tayong inuming kape.
Buti na lang may friends kami dito kasi talaga.
Yes.
Tutulungan kami.
Gloria Estate. Yun din. Okay. So we will be waiting another 3 minutes. So for the French press, it's 2 minutes of blooming time and 3 minutes additional for a total of 5 minutes na extraction. And since full immersion siya, yung oils ng coffee ay hindi siya na-filter out, unlike kapag nag-pour over ka na may paper na nag-filter out ng oil. So usually what comes out is a more bold coffee. Sometimes meron din talagang particles ng coffee grounds na nasasama. So it's what other people call dirty coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Pero minsan naman, hindi naman masyado klaro yun. So,
pero ako kasi
naman
minsan
siya.
gusto ko yung Yung parang
Boldness.
feeling yung makapal. Kasi yung fines ng kape sa French press, matitikman mo talaga siya. And minsan, it adds to the experience.
Yeah.
Parang
So,
yung
in adding, ano, on a side note, we would just like to share to everyone that coffee is preferential.
Yeah.
There is no bad coffee if it's good, if it tastes good for you. So as long as it tastes good for you, then no problem. Just as long as parang we draw the line na lang in the sourcing of coffee. As long as you're not stepping on the livelihood of farmers, on the livelihood of other businesses, then you're good. Your coffee's good. As long as you think it's good. Kasi si Japs, mahilig siya sa usually heavy brews.
Ay, gusto ko yung bold.
Mahilig siya sa bold. Mahilig siya sa bold na mga lasa. Mahilig siya sa heavy brews. Ako naman, ay hot din yung hilig niya.
Yeah,
Hot and bold.
Hold for short.
Ayun. Ako naman, mahilig ako sa light na bold. Or kapag heavy man siya,
gusto mo rin iced?
depende. Oo. Tapos, ang preference ko talaga ay iced na
Yeah.
coffee.
Coffee is very preferential. There is no right or wrong. Hindi porke iba yung trip niya, sasabihin mo, pangit naman yung trip mo. No, that's really bad.
That is bad.
That is bad. And we don't say bad. It's just that it's not good.
That's not bad.
It's not good. It's not beautiful. And
Yeah. We don't discriminate.
yeah, we don't discriminate.
We
And
don't
let's not do those kind of things.
Okay, 5 minutes na. So with the coffee press, you just, press and serve. And you don't have to press all the way down, but others want to. But
Ako, gusto ko
it's good.
pinipress ko talaga siya.
Kasi na-OC siya.
And
Ako
it's
kasi ayoko kasi umaangat yung ibang grounds. Mas konti yung grounds na umaangat.
So yun, hindi siya kailangan na i-press mo all the way down. That's
Yes.
something na that noteworthy.
And ayun, when serving coffee, it is best to preheat then yung
Kahit yung lalagyan mo. Oo.
serving, yung glass mo. So, ayun.
Ay, kasi dahil alam nyo ba na habang nag-iiba rin yung temperatura ng kape nyo, ng cup nyo, nag-e-evolve pa yung lasa niya. Nag-iiba siya. Can I?
Mainit. Ayun, so basically we're done. I think we're done. No? Okay ka na ba?
Good. So yeah, I guess we're done. We showed you coffee extraction using the pour-over method and how to brew your coffee using the French press. Napakarami pang method na available dyan. You have espresso, you have AeroPress, you have the mocha pot, napakarami. And yeah, ang bukod doon, napakasarap ng lokal na kape. Dahil hindi ka lang umiinom na masarap na kape, masaya pa yung experience dahil alam mo, produced yun kung saan ka nanggaling, kung saan ka nabibilang. So yeah, if you have any questions,
Just chat.
chat kayo. So may mga tanong ba kayo dyan? Hi Maka, hi Jimbo, hi Bill, hi Kim. And so, any questions guys?
I think we have to go back to Jerome.
Okay, if may questions kayo, chat lang kayo. But yeah, Jerome, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Yep, I'm here. Can you see me? Hello. Yep, there you go. So thank you so much for patronizing local brands and local coffee. I cannot wait for you guys to visit Davao City, and I will be able to taste your coffee, and we'll be able to see each other then. You know, thank you so much. You can promote your pages right now. Yeah, you can promote your pages right now so that people can follow you guys.
Okay, so follow us on Instagram. It's at lukso.ph on Instagram. And on Facebook, facebook.com/lukso.ph. Pero you can search us Lukso Kape Kakao at Espacio. We deliver roasted coffee anywhere in the Philippines. We have Arabica, Robusta, and you can check the single origins that we have.
You can just chat us up. And if you would like to taste the coffee that we had a while ago, you can go to lick.ph as well. And if you need coffee equipment, whatever you need, you can go to at Islas Maquinas.
So yun, explore nyo yung mga kape na meron yung Lick, El Nido, tsaka yung mga kape rin na meron ng Lukso. So dito, tulungan lang tayo and it's a healthy coffee community.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. There you have it. We have Keith and Jobs from Lukso. That ends our workshop shorts in Hakbang TV. We'll be right back after this few commercials.